Hello everyone, we will be learning about the game Mini Metro. We will play a game, and while we are playing, we will learn about the game, everything that I do, and yeah, I'll be teaching you while we play. We will play slowly. Now, the thing is, we can play at 2x speed, and that is what I do mostly, and that is what you will be doing to save some time, but we will be playing slowly and we will learn about everything. So these three, circle, square and triangle, and now we have another one, are metro stations. And when you click on one of them, you start a metro line. I'm not letting go of the line, and now I let it go. So a metro is started. When you create a line, one of the locomotives will be automatically assigned to it if it is available. Now, at the extreme left, you see two symbols. Another station has appeared. So let's first tackle with that. So I will just click on it and I will connect it to another station. And one of the locomotives is assigned. If you noticed on the left, the locomotive symbol, the circular symbol, there were two of them, and now we have only one of them because one got assigned to this new orange line. The color of these lines is actually the color of real metro lines of that city. So we chose New York, if I'm right. So New York will have these same colors. Now, before I proceed about the symbols on the left, we have a new station and passengers are piling up. So we will use our third metro station. I will click and I will drag. And if you notice, the symbol below the locomotive has changed from 2 to 1. So we used a bridge. Whenever we cross a water body, you can say a lake or a river or a canal, anything. Let's call them rivers. Whenever you cross a water body, you use up one bridge or one tunnel. In this case, a bridge, but in most maps, it will be a tunnel. Another station has appeared, and it's time to learn a new thing. So you see, all the metro stations have handles on them at the beginning and end. So we will drag one of the metro stations by its handle and we will include the new station in it. And before that, we have entered week 2. So on the top right hand side, we have a clock running and we can see the days shifting. And whenever a week is over, we get one new locomotive and a choice between two resources. Now, what are these resources? Bridges, or in some metro cases, tunnels, are the ones that will help us cross the river bodies, water bodies. And we have one bridge left with us. And we have a line. So you can see on the right side, we have a total of 7 dots and only 3 are colored. So we have only 3 lines unlocked. If I choose the line, we will have a fourth line unlocked. If I choose the bridges, we will have 3 bridges. And let me tell you, ideally, I will always lean towards using a bridge because sometimes you will enter into a situation where you might have to delete your old lines, you might have to uh, bring down your old bridges and then make room for a new bridge because a new station has appeared at such a spot that you definitely need one or more than one bridges to reach there. So in an ideal situation, I will be using the bridges, but we can take it on week 3, week 4, whenever they appear again. And it will also unlock a new line on the right. So I want to show you a new line. So I will choose the line for now. And coming back to where we were, we have these handles at the end of the metro lines. So I will drag this red metro station. You can see I can drag it around and I will connect this new station. Also, I can slightly alter the structure of these metro stations. Like if I long press in between those two stations, I can actually make it like this. for more smoother functioning. Now you can see another station has appeared. I can drag the yellow or the orange or even the red from the top or even from the bottom. But I will drag the orange, and why I have done that? Because yellow already has 4 stations served. Orange is serving only 2, so I dragged it further. Red is serving 5 stations, so we have to balance things out. Also, let's talk about something very important. You see, the people that are boarding the trains are squares, triangles, circles, and when the game progresses, there will be other shapes as well. A person that looks like a triangle will go to a station that looks like a triangle. Now we need a bridge here. We have a station at the top and we can drag this metro line. Now we have no more bridges left. That's why I always lean towards bridges. Now you see we have these squares, circles and triangles. So people with those shapes will go to those stations. And your strategy should be to include as many shapes in your metro line as possible. If you see the orange line, I do not specifically like that line because you will notice that is the only line that, okay, you see what I did there. Let me, okay, you see we have the handle on the bottom. If we pull back the handle, we can let go of a station. If we pull back again, we let go of another station. And if I drag it, I want to include this station first. Again, week 3 has started. If you are not getting something, it's fine. You can watch the video again, but still, as long as the game continues, I will keep repeating things so you finally get them and you apply them in your own game and you are successful in building your own map of the metro. So at the end of every week, we get a new locomotive. Okay, we got an interesting thing. Now, I haven't explained a lot of things and I want to explain those before I choose an interchange. Should I go back to the game or should I explain? Let's explain a bit. You see, all those stations, it doesn't matter if there is a triangle at the top or a triangle at the bottom. A person that looks like a triangle and he is boarding the train from a circle or a square, doesn't matter. He just has to go to the triangle. That doesn't mean a specific triangle at the top, bottom, left, right, anywhere in the map. That's why it's important to include all the stations along a metro line, because if there is a square, let's say there is a square that is only on one metro line, and a lot of people around all the metro lines are trying to go to a square, that means they will have to board and deboard a lot of metro lines and finally reach that specific square. But if you include that square in a lot of lines, they do not need to deboard and go to another metro line and then board. Just connect, even if you have to, all the lines to that square and all the lines to any triangle and all the lines to any circle and other shapes as well, so that every metro line serves all kinds of passengers and there is no overcrowding. Now, overcrowding. What is overcrowding? It's important to know, and before we take the interchange. Overcrowding is when 6 people are waiting at a station. A timer starts running. If 6 people wait for too long on a station, the timer will fill up and the game will be over. That's pretty much how the game ends in Mini Metro. So you do not want a station to overcrowd. That's why it's important to design your metro lines so they serve all kinds of passengers. They help triangles reach triangles, circles reach circles, squares reach squares. They all reach their destinations. Now, what is an interchange? Interchange is applied to a station, and instead of 6 people, the overcrowding happens at 18 people. So 18 people can wait at a station, and after 18 people have reached that station, then the overcrowding will start. So you can increase the limit, but interchange is applied to only one station, and only that station can be prevented from overcrowding with six people. Also, interchange will increase the time people board, decrease the time people board and deboard a locomotive. So it's almost instant, like a train arrives and people instantly get on and off the train. I hope that is all clear. I'll choose an interchange. We still haven't utilized our fourth metro, so we can do that. Let's include this square in it, this one. And the square is not part of a lot of metros, so I want to use the green metro to do that. Unfortunately, we do not have a bridge, but we can still do this. Now, this doesn't look like a very ideal metro map. We got another square, so I can drag the handle down. I can use the handle here and I can take it to this weird shape. Now, this doesn't have to look ideal, but it has to work ideal for this game. The thing is, as I have told you earlier, triangle, square, circle, it doesn't matter which circle on the map it reaches. A person has to reach a circle. That means make him go to a circle. Any circle means, it doesn't mean that specific circle is the station. Now you see a lot of people pile up for the squares, and we do not have too many squares. So so you have to include them in a lot of your metro stations. Also, you can connect some metro lines to increase the efficiency, like this yellow metro line. I will drag this handle. Now, people from this yellow line, if they need to reach some station on the red line, although it doesn't seem like because they are just all circles, but still, now because I have no bridges, I could not drag the red or green line across from that side to the station because I do not have a bridge, so I have to like make this weird shape for the orange line. Another thing I want to teach you is you can create a loop using a single line of metro. A loop is when the first station and last station of a metro are interconnected. Now we got some bridges, so I will definitely go for bridges this time. Maybe we can go for line next time. I want to show you a loop as well. So a loop will be when the first and last station are interconnected, and right now when we have finally gotten some bridges, we can create some loops increase the efficiency, and also create loops accordingly. I'm gonna make this orange one probably a loop. Let's see, we got some crowding here. We will connect it slowly, and the green is not serving too many people, so we can use the green here. I haven't used my interchange because I'm still observing the map, and you can see I can drag the circle here. We still got a circle and we can serve that station as well. Now the green line is working great as well, and overall, let me tell you, this is a very good map. I did not expect the map to look good when I was just teaching stuff, but this looks really good. I want to show you a loop. I'm thinking maybe more stations will appear before I do that, but let's just do it. Let's connect this station. Well, maybe not. That station is already kind of connected multiple ways, so we need not like use our time because all those metros will be going to that place. You see, one of the circles in almost the middle of the map has started to overcrowd because more than six people are standing there, and there is a timer running, and when that entire circle completes, our game will be over. So before I create my loop, I want to show you the interchange. I will use it here, and now 18 people can be on this station. So there are some new stations here. So I'm gonna actually let go of this pink metro line and I will connect these stations here. We can drag this green. We are still uh, out of stations. Okay, so we got locomotive, we got a new thing, we got a carriage, and carriage might be the thing we just need right now, because you see overcrowding has started to build up on multiple places, and carriage basically increases the efficiency of a train by two times. You have another locomotive or a bogie attached to the locomotive. So whichever line I drop this carriage on, one of the locomotives, the nearby locomotives, will have a bogie attached, and the double amount of passenger will start uh, delivering by that train. So we see a little bit of overcrowding in the bottom. So we will use a new locomotive because we have three locomotives piled up, but we already have four metro stations. When we get to another week, we will still get more locomotives, so it's okay, we can use these locomotives on already running stations, and we can drop them anywhere. Our station can have a maximum of four locomotives running, so we can at least have three more on all these, and we can add carriages as well. So let's choose a carriage. Let's run a new locomotive, and let's give it a carriage as well. And you see almost all that station has been overcrowded, but because of the carriage we were easily able to grab all the passengers. And we got more stations coming up. I told you about the loop. Let's give We already gave orange a new locomotive. Let's give red a new locomotive. And because even with the interchange there are way too many people waiting there, so we do not want 18 people waiting there even though we have the interchange there, right? And yellow can use I think more than yellow, the green might get overcrowded. So no, I think yellow is the one that needs it. So I'm gonna give another locomotive to the yellow. The yellow doesn't have a square connected on it. So I'm gonna connect it to this square. Now yellow can pick up the square passenger. So basically yellow cannot pick up the square passengers. We have a new shape at the top. But the rarer the shape, the rarer the passengers will be. I think interchange has to be used very carefully because that station will remain an interchange forever, and such a overcrowded station can definitely be an interchange. So we have used the best station as interchange. We got yet another station there, and I still haven't shown you the loop. So I will disconnect this by grabbing the handle, connect it with yellow, and create a loop with orange. Now orange is an circle. You can call it a circle, although it looks different, but we can call all loops a circle irrespective of the color. We cannot create a loop with green because we need two bridges for that. And I'm looking forward to another week. We got another locomotive. I guess we can use a line, but we are out of bridges. So let's increase the efficiency of existing lines for now. So I'm gonna use a carriage. I think red is too long of a line. I'm gonna use another one on red, and now green can use the carriage, or maybe red. So I'm giving red a carriage this time. Now you can see orange is running with the carriage as well. Red is running with two locomotives, and we are doing fine. We are doing fine. I missed a station at the bottom. Another one has come up. So green is now quite a long line as well, but it's really good. It's serving like people on the east of the river, and yellow and red is connecting them. Still we can use more bridges will be great. And yellow line, we can see what stations are getting overcrowded. I see that green is in trouble. I haven't invested in green. I might need another locomotive there. Still green is doing fine. Okay, we got another square. So should I use it on the green or should I use on the yellow? So I'm gonna use it on the yellow. Okay, a weird looking shape, but it's okay as long as you get the job done. Now let's see some more features around the map. Click on the clock at the top, we can actually pause the game. And if you see an emergency situation, you can actually uh, bail out, let's say by, I can drag this yellow station here. Now the yellow uh, metro will also stop here, and I can actually literally pick up a train and drop it at a station, and it will just start working from there. And if we are at the clock, you see there is a double forward as well, so fast forward, so we can actually see the game at double speed. That's how I play, and that's how you will play by day 2 or day 3 when you have learned the basics, because then you are more into planning and just managing everything. You do not have the time to slowly see everything build up, and if you have messed up you can always like play it at normal speed or just pause it. So yeah, so let's go back to play, and we have dragged one of the orange lines trains, and I think it will be fine. We will be fine there. I see a little bit of overcrowding on yellow as well, so pausing is a nice time to reflect upon all the things. And that is why you have to see how the stations are working. You see, when a train passes through a circle, it picks up six passengers, and if it again passes through a circle, that means it may not be able to drop any passengers, because it's picking up squares and triangles, and you are just passing through all the circles, and it will just leave the passengers there, and that station will get overcrowded. That's why it's important to connect all the stations. Even if the map looks weird, you should including all sorts of shapes into a metro line. That will help reduce the overcrowding. Okay, we can click on the watch again to uh, hide these things, right? Okay, that's not the ideal shape. It should be. So I'm gonna drag it back a bit, and I'm gonna connect it like this, and now I'm gonna connect it like this. Okay, and okay, so all the passengers have been picked up. The total amount of passengers that have reached their stations successfully is shown on the extreme top right. You see below Sunday, around 760 passengers have been delivered. Another locomotive comes up, and I will love to have some bridges now. Now, try to connect some overcrowding stations, and other stations can take the burden of those stations. You see the green line, most of the stations on it are triangles, squares, and these weird shapes. So, and on other stations we have mostly circles, so it will be good to connect to a circle and reduce burdens of other stations. You remember we picked up a locomotive from orange, so I have got a spare locomotive, and now I can return the locomotive back to orange. And still we are having some trouble, but that's part of the game. People will gather around, and stations will be burdened, but we are fine, we are fine. We can always look forward to connecting and sharing burden of stations with different metro lines. The stations will keep increasing. My screen recorders like layout was at the top left, and I couldn't see that station. We saw another station at the top right. So we are doing good. Looking at the map, a lot of stations have started to overcrowd, but that's when the game is entering its later stages. We are almost at 1000 people that have safely reached their destinations, so we have definitely done well. And another interchange will be great. This circle keeps getting overcrowded, can definitely benefit from. Okay, I might need to. Will a train reach on time? Let's see. I'm gonna connect this green in a loop as well, but I don't see any trains approaching. I'm gonna. I just drop the carriage there. Okay, and we got. I think this train has a lot of circles. Uh, can't seem to be picking it up. What else can we see here? Hmm. Let's play it a bit. If situation still doesn't improve, we will take more measures. Okay, that overcrowding has stopped. I'm gonna connect this one here. Okay, I don't know if we are going to lose right now, and I think it's time to get a new line. I have been stingy with getting new lines, but I definitely need a new line. And let's pause it a bit, man. This is giving me anxiety. Um, this there are some triangles, so I'm going to connect it to a triangle in this direction as well. Yellow is the most weird line, but still. Um, Maybe drag this purple line here as well. For the time being, why not? Mm, okay, let's play. If the game is over, I think I have taught you the basics. Still, um, where is a square? We do not have a bridge. Fine. Fine, we'll just try. I did a bit of mistake there, but still, uh, a new metro will run on that one. Okay, we couldn't stop the overcrowding. I messed up a bit, but still, more than 1000 passengers is a great score, and I have taught you all the basics. And if anything is left, I will come back with another video. And yeah, hopefully you learned, and you can start creating your own strategies, loops, straight lines, more bridges or more lines. People have different strategies, and two people with completely different strategies might end up with same score. So it reflects your own psychology, your own way of handling things. But this is a great game. The music has been turned off for this video. I wanted to record my audio, but the music is great. It's very relaxed and a challenging game at the same time as well. So I love the game, and I hope you love it as well. and this video will help you become a better player. So thank you so much. I will be back with a lot more mini metro videos, so you can subscribe the channel and wait for more videos. Every video will be aimed at helping you become a better player. So thank you so much. I'll see you next time.